Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our half acre homestead with a tea break. Oh, what a day. Today is Friday, the 12th of October, 2018, but you're going to get this on Saturday morning. I had to actually make a list because I've started this video 3 times and I keep getting distracted. So I had to make a list of things I wanted to talk about. Did you put the gate up, dear? Did you put the gate up? Did you put the gate up? Distractions. Daddy and I were, okay, let's clear this up. Many, many people have asked me why I call him Daddy or Papa, okay? Because when my children were little, we always referred to each other as mother and dad or mom and dad to the kids. And it's stuck. It's stuck. Okay? That's why half the people at Howie's work call me Mama, because that's what Howie calls me, Mama. Right? So that's why. And if Papa comes up every once in a while, it's because we have, children that call us Nana and Papa. Okay? So, I mean, there's nothing creepy about it. So whoever made that comment, please don't even go there. So anyway, things have been going crazy. Mice! Oh my God, the mice! Clean my kitchen, clean my counters. Get up in the morning, wipe the counters again because you dare not make a piece of toast on that counter because there's mouse poop there. Not a lot, but it only takes one, And I mean, they are bold little buggers. I sat here one morning, one ran right across my desk. So I'm pretty sure they're getting stupid because they've been eating the poison. But I tell ya, I put a load in the wash last night, just dumped the hamper in, right? I went through the darks, I did the colors, threw them in. I got up this morning to put it in the dryer, and there was a dead mouse in the bottom of the washing machine in my clean clothes. Yes, of course I did them again. But I mean, and I've torn my office apart, okay? I know it doesn't look like anything, but I used to have a small desk that would sit up against the wall here, and then we moved it over there to get this big corner desk, and then we moved the printer, and that desk had to go because I couldn't get in between it and my sewing table. I mean, and I want to sew. I've got so many things to do. I've got the grandmother's flower garden to finish, but that and the Texas Star are something that I hand piece when I have time, which is never these days. I've got to finish Arthur's quilt, and I got to finish Briar's rag tide quilt because it's getting cold out. And do you remember the quilt I made last fall for Andrew and Jackie? Well, they're going to have a baby in February, right around the same time my sons were born. I believe around the 15th, 16th, 14th, somewhere around there of February. Wouldn't it be nice? Valentine's Day baby, eh? So I'm making a baby quilt for them. So, I mean, I've got a lot of things I want to finish. I want to finish Arthur's quilt, Arthur and Mel's quilt, and Briar's quilt before Christmas, and Andrew and Jackie's baby quilt by the 6th of January. You know what I mean? So my brain is there. We're getting rid of our turkeys. The way things are now is that Papa and I have started a bucket list. I'm going to be 55 in January, and Daddy's going to be 52 in March. And now that I've been losing weight for the last few years, I'm moving somewhat better, but I'm never going to move great again. Okay. But with the weight loss, I'm a little more mobile, and I have to pick my battles. Okay. And there's stuff we want to do. We've been parents since we were in our early 20s, right? I mean, we've been parents, we've been, we've been looking after animals and all that stuff. So now that the kids are grown and moved out, now that I can't physically schlep straw bales and bags of feed and stuff anymore, we're either going to sell those turkeys or we're going to butcher them and put the meat in the freezer because we're not raising any more right now. When I say right now, it doesn't mean that we're, it means because we're not, it doesn't mean we're not going to raise a pig now and again, right? Or, because, and I want to keep some laying hens because they're just my piece. I mean, you get frustrated, you get angry, you get sad, whatever. Go sit in the yard with a cup of coffee and watch the hens scratch in the dirt. I'm telling you, it's the cheapest therapy on the face of the earth. That and collecting your own eggs. So, I mean, I'm still going to have a little raised garden. I'm still going to have my fruit trees. I'm still going to have some laying hens. We're just not power homesteading anymore. So we're still going to be our half-acre homestead, even though we're a whole acre now. But there's going to be new stuff. I know I told you this before, but it's actually starting to happen, right? So I was going to sell my turkeys, but I've got 3 young ones that are not even big enough to butcher yet. And I have my bronze turkey would make a beautiful Christmas turkey. But Steffi from Let's Homestead Instead may want him and my 3 bourbon reds. And then I've got the Spanish black and the 2 Narragansetts. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 turkeys. That's a lot of meat. Now the older ones, I tried to cook one for Christmas last year and it was just too tough. So the older ones we would just debone and grind and make broth with the bones. And the younger ones maybe wait till they're a little bit bigger. And yeah, I need a shower. I've been playing with the dogs and trimming. It's our harvest time and it takes, I help with the trimming a little bit, but I can't do it because it's a lot of repetitive scissor action. And I'm conserving my hands. I just got rid of all my knitting yarn. Why? Because I don't have time and the hands to do it anymore. I've got 5 or 6 quilts to complete before my hands completely crap out on me. So that's what I'm working on. As far as the turkeys go, it's just time. Daddy and I want a little more freedom, right? Freedom 55? No, we don't have a retirement plan of any way, shape, or form. But we want to do things while we still can, right? By the time Daddy's 65, I'll probably be in a wheelchair. So yeah, let's do it now, right? So we've made a bucket list, and one of the things on it is, well, I wanted to stock car race. I think when I was 13, but drag racing is the best of both worlds, and we wouldn't do pro. It would be amateur, and then maybe semi-pro later on down the line if we actually got good at it. But it's exciting, and it's a whole kind of thing we just want to do. We like going to Luskville and boondocking it with the coach and listening to the cars rev up and watching a movie when things get quiet, and you get to meet people, and it's a lot of the same people over and over again, so you get to know people because it's like a community, right? What are you doing, Frankie? What do you want? You smell that mouth? So what we're going to do as far as our food is, we're going to pick our battles. We're going to go and try and do the happy medium. When we can afford organic and when it makes sense to buy something that's organic, like for instance, I love the Kirkland brand organic ground beef from Costco. I think it's like $30 for like 6 pounds of it. But I mean, it's just Daddy and I, right? So one of those for $30 would do, 3, 6, 9 meals for us. 9 meals easy. So, and I'm I like that more and more items are coming up as organic at places like Costco. Walmart's getting a better organic section. There's a lot of grocery stores are now bowing to the people who say, you know what? There's a problem when French fries are $1 and the same size cup of fruit salad's $5.99. There's a problem with the way our world works, right? So anyway, our half-acre homestead ain't going anywhere. We're still going to putter and we're still going to do stuff and I'm still going to can and stuff. But, and Daddy's going hunting in a couple of weeks, right? But our days of raising 2 pigs and, you know, and butchering one, then going hunting, getting a deer, hanging it with and butchering the second pig, and then you know, 3 days of nothing but cut and wrap and cut and wrap. It's exhausting. And there's really no need for it anymore because we now are more educated about our food. I bought pie shells today, tender flake pie shells with more simple ingredients. I still read the ingredients. But you know, yeah, I could sit down and whip up a bunch of pie shells and put them in the freezer. But who am I kidding? That's my shoulders, that's my wrists, that's my hands. I have to pick my battles now, right? I have to pick my battles. We probably won't be coming to visit the States anytime soon. As you know, Canada in 5 days becomes the second country in the world to legalize recreational use of marijuana. That's awesome. That's, you know, that's awesome stuff. But the U.S. government is still dragging its heels on legalization, even for medical uses. And when it comes to marijuana, they're still stubbornly refusing to see its benefits. And now they're alienating the Canadians because they're trying to alienate Canadians because we are going to be legal. The new thing is they can go through your phone or your records, and if they say, oh, you're a legal medical marijuana user, they can deny you entry into the US. And if you go to the US and say, I visit a friend who uses medical marijuana legally and I can't bring it with me, and I'm not there for an entire month, so I can't, you know, because not all your states are legal either. But somebody else says, here, have a joint for your pain. If I get caught smoking that joint, I can be banned from entering the US forever. All I can say is that's not going to be good for tourism. I mean, sooner or later, governments are going to wise up and realize that this is an amazing thing and people are way too awake to swallow marijuana being a bad drug anymore. Okay? I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't drink alcohol. I'm allergic to almost all high-powered painkillers. Surgeons are afraid to operate on me because they don't know how I'm going to react to the next medication, because the medication that worked last time might not work this time. But I smoke and eat marijuana products. And people judge me for that. And that's okay. That's okay. That's their right. Everybody's, you know, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one and everybody has a right to use it. But the reality is there's too many people who've been woken up that Reefer Madness and J. Edgar Hoover and all that stuff, you know, tried to make people believe it was like LSD or cocaine or heroin, and it's not. It's just not. Anyway, so it's going to be crappy for U.S. tourism, excellent for Canadian tourism. I'm not going to argue with that. Pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people coming over the border this summer. you know, and winter and spring and fall. I don't care. Anyway, it would be nice. It would actually be nice to have tourism excitement on our side for a change, because we're used to going over there and shopping and stuff, but all these tariffs and stuff, it just discourages us Canadians from coming over to do whatever, right? And now they're going to be allowing American milk to a certain degree. What is the American milk percentage? 3%, dear? There's going to be a percentage that of American dairy products are going to be brought over to Canada. But the last time I was over in the States, milk was probably the only thing cheaper. Cheese wasn't any cheaper than home. Butter wasn't any cheaper than home. And here in Canada, I don't know about, I don't know what, I've never actually seen milk go really on sale. I've seen it once or twice go on for like $4.95, but it's really a rare thing. Um, I mean, but we pay $5, $6 for a gallon of milk. And there's a reason we pay $5 or $6. We know our milk has got no antibiotics or hormones or no growth hormones in our dairy products and in our milk. So if American milk comes over here and it's $1.99 a gallon and mine's $4.99 a gallon, I'm still going to buy mine because I know, it's a no-brainer for me. So it's going to be about picking. So, getting rid of most of the animals and trusting farmers markets and all that stuff for my canning and that. It's just a new direction that we're going in, right? Anyway, I'm going to be starting my Christmas video soon. I know, folks, it's not Halloween. It's not even Thanksgiving in the U.S., but people have asked me to remake my snowballs and shortbread videos and all that stuff. And I'm going to be putting together packages this year with tea and little mini fruit cake and 3 little packages of cookies and stuff for my family, to send away as gift boxes in the mail to my family. And so I will be doing the baking for those. And you'll see me assemble them, right? So that's one thing. And I have some more craft ideas, but our Thanksgiving is over and we don't do Halloween. So, I mean, for me here on out, it's going to be about getting ready for Christmas and working on quilts. So anyway, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying I still have to organize the second half of my office and before I can get back to work. All right. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead. I think I said that already. Saying have a great weekend. Take care. God bless. I love you guys.